Have any of you ever read those scriptures where it says that Jesus blessed those who cursed him, or that we're called also to bless those who curse us? I spend my mornings reading outside sometimes, and I run into this older gentleman quite often. His name is Stuart, and he likes to have a 3-minute chat before he continues on his way after a walk, so that he can go home and smoke some cigarettes, is what he tells me he does. Stuart is a spiritual man. He seeks out anything in spirituality that can improve his life. And last Thursday I had brought up Jesus in the conversation, and he was really, really offended just that I brought up Jesus. He retorted immediately that Jesus is just one of many prophets, as he rolled his eyes and recounted like Buddha and those types of people. And so he was so mad at me that he actually cut our conversation short. He left after like a minute. And I wondered if I would ever talk to him again. But this morning actually I was out reading again, and I bumped into Stuart, and it was unusual. He came and he sat down next to me, which is very unusual for him, and he told me that he was afraid because he had this pain in his leg that he felt was a blood clot, and he was worried about it breaking off and going to his lungs and causing issues. And so you could legitimately see the fear in his eyes. And so I asked him if he'd let me pray for him, and he rolled his eyes at me. And so I recounted a story from the prior day where I got to pray for a family member who had what I think is a blood clot in their muscle, and you could feel the bump, and they've had pain for, I think they said three months. And so that family member, the pain went away after I prayed for them, and so did the bump. And so he decided to let me pray for him, Stuart. And so he told me that the pain was a consistent 3, level 3 out of 10. And after I prayed, the pain was completely gone. And so it was funny, though, because despite the healing, Stuart still wanted to bring up to me the fact that he doesn't believe that Jesus is the only way. But I just thought it was incredibly awesome to see Jesus heal Stuart and show God's love for Stuart, a man who dislikes him. And so I was blessed by that experience, and it reminds me that while we were still God's enemies, he died for us. And so in the same way, we're called to go out and love other people. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope this blesses some of you.